today is Adrian B. back at it again with the weekly topics. And today we got the whole What's Up fam. Well, not the whole. Who we missing?
Correction, Melanie.
We missing Melanie, China, Shanti.
You know what I mean?
Everybody you feel me?
Pour one up for them tonight, yeah?
No, big bro, nobody's fried. Nobody's fried. But
Who asked that?
one of my
No.
older brothers. So boom, What's Up Wednesday? We back at it again. Today is an open topic night tonight, so y'all could go ahead and post topics that y'all want to talk about, and we'll have special ones here for y'all tonight as well. So we're gonna get it started with the first topic. And Ryan, what's the first topic? The one.
What you was saying? Does the clothes make the man, or do the man make the clothes?
Oh my God. Okay.
Kelsey was talking. Kelsey, give the background. Give the background.
Drew, we can barely see you, bro.
Yeah, Drew gotta get in here.
You sound like you like it, Stretch.
Yeah. First of all,
Why you leave?
it's because she was trying to hide it. He all in the front.
And then Monty's still here too.
I'm gonna move over.
All right, y'all.
Gotcha.
All right. So what do y'all think? What is it? Does the man make the clothes, or the clothes make the man?
Because we were saying that. So imagine you see somebody and you think like, he's not really cute, but then his fit is super fly. You're like,
Okay.
I might give him a shot.
So we're gonna put it like this tonight, y'all. Would y'all choose the fit over the quality of look?
Right.
Or would y'all, and this goes for like guys and girls too. So if you see a shorty with a fly ass fit, but her face is hit,
Right. But the clothes make up for it.
do the clothes make up for it?
That don't hit the same for guys.
No, it don't hit the same for guys.
It don't hit for girls.
It definitely
Like,
hit the same for
girls
guys.
can really do
Yeah,
it.
Girls-
Yeah, that doesn't work for
So
girls.
exclude makeup and it's just the clothes.
No, it
No,
doesn't. It doesn't
I
work
don't-
for girls.
yeah,
It's
like-
only this only applies to guys.
LOL. Sorry.
Yo, the person makes the fit
can't.
because
I don't
if
think that works
Shorty
for
got a
girls.
white t-shirt, some regular jeans, if her body right, and her face right, it don't matter. But I don't care what, bro. You could have Walmart on, bro.
Okay.
That don't
Bad
matter.
with
Okay,
baddie.
but we're saying, but look at it the other way around.
Yeah,
If
and
she's
that-
ugly, doesn't have a good body, or whatever the case is,
But
but
her
her
fit-
fit is fly.
First of all, if
She's
you
just
ugly, I'm gonna get your
Yeah.
face.
Are
you gonna
not
still
your
find her
fit.
attractive?
I'm gonna get your
Nah.
face.
Cancel, I don't even get to that.
Focus on people
Okay,
insecurities.
so
Like,
that means it doesn't
Cancel,
apply.
I'll stop at the neck.
right,
I look up. Oh,
like, concept.
But
Yeah.
y'all ain't even
You know
look.
what I think it is? I
Saying
think
you ain't
it's
even
the
look.
way how a man carries himself with the outfit. Like, all right, you might not be that cute, but it's just the way you carry yourself,
Yes,
the
I-
confidence.
Okay.
that gives you.
Yeah, the
that's
moral
what's
of this is that guys can get away with being ugly.
That's
They
real.
get more passes. Like
That's
you will see a pretty girl more often. You feel me? With the okay, not so okay looking guy. Other than you'll see, you feel me, the other way around.
Right.
Pretty girls be with some
Huh?
funny looking
Erica
dudes.
said it depends on how you
Exactly,
pull it off.
like how they pull it off and how they carry it.
Okay, Shannon. Okay, Shannon. Okay. It's how you pull it off. Okay. But I definitely feel like ugly girls don't have as much leeway as ugly guys.
Exactly.
Go. You
That's
feel
what
me?
I'm saying.
I feel like it can
they
help for
don't.
She can have the fly fit on.
Especially
I'm
if
gonna
he
be
got
like,
money.
"That fit is fire."
Ugly girls
That's the
don't
conversation.
pull the same
Nah,
type of
nah,
guy.
wait,
Money
wait,
is
wait.
a
whole
different
But wait,
Girls don't pull the
But
same
then-
type of
Nah,
guy.
nah,
but then you
wait,
gotta
though.
think about it, because there's guys out here that like it be good looking guys that entertain the most hideous hit
But they're never the
girls.
man.
because it's
They're never the main.
See, look, I'm about to see what you about to say though. Wait. I'm about to see what you about to say though. Wait.
Because he said, but they're never the main.
No,
They're never the main, I
She
swear.
said something
He's
though.
always
She
cheating on
said
you with an
something though.
ugly girl.
Not cheating.
She
Yes.
said something.
I
She
mean,
did
but
say
let's be
something, though. She
honest.
said
That,
something,
I
though.
mean, yeah.
He's cheating on you. Okay,
Yes.
but what led him to cheat though? Something had to be attractive. Was it that ass?
Her confidence.
Her
Her
confidence.
Her
I
confidence.
mean, it
Okay,
was a quick
so
kill.
who y'all choosing? Who y'all
It was
think?
an easy kill.
Who y'all think would have the most pull? An ugly girl with a
Ugly
dope
girl.
fit, or an ugly guy
Ugly
with a
girl,
dope fit?
ugly girl.
Ugly guy with
Ugly
a
guy.
Wait.
Ugly guy.
Don't fit.
No, this is why y'all tripping, right? She said the word pull. Pull is key. First of all, an ugly dude with a bad fit still gotta go out and talk to people. Ugly girl with a bad fit, she automatically
When
still
no
gotta...
one's coming up to
Nobody's
No,
talking
no,
about
no, 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 no.
nobody.
Nobody's talking about
But majority of all women still get approached, even if it's not a lot. You feel me? So it's like you still pulling something.
There's
You
the
feel me?
big
Dudes have to go out and talk regardless. No matter if you super attractive,
Yeah.
you might have everybody come to you, or you still feel me have to be the one to approach. It's like
Ross
you still
said
the
pussy runs
initiators,
the
yo.
world, and she will always get a nigga to want to fuck.
Maybe what?
There you go.
What he
That's
said?
it.
He
I
said
was
pussy
about
runs
to
the world.
say.
That's what I'm
She will
saying,
always get a
exactly,
nigga
bro.
to want to fuck.
It's gonna be at
Well,
least
you
one.
said it.
Is that yo, bro?
Yeah, at least one. That's true.
Bro.
No matter how you look, you
But-
still gonna pull some type of nigga.
I feel like if we're talking about easy kills, that's
Yeah, easy
different than
kills.
talking about
No, but
relationships.
yeah, that's different. That's different from which.
In relationships, ugly guys get more pull.
Yeah, nah.
To-
An ugly
to
guy
take
will be in a
it
relationship
seriously.
with a
To take it
beautiful girl
seriously.
faster than an ugly girl and a beautiful guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
You feel me?
You always see somebody
That's a
like, yo,
fact.
how did they get
Yeah,
together?
yeah.
What was the
yeah.
next
Yeah.
one, Ryan?
That's a
Next
fact.
topic,
I
let's
agree.
go then.
It depends what you want though. If you just want to kill and then
They're
you feel me
talking-
like
No, but
Someone
the difference is if you see the drawers,
Someone
you're
said the woman would make the male feel superior. Like the ugly woman would make the male feel superior.
she said ugly joins loyal. Shit, cause y'all cute girls be shiesty. That's be going on. That's what we be going on and talk about it.
Wait,
Yeah.
I
The
don't
ugly
think
girls
it's
love
a
them cute girls
shifty
be
factor.
shiesty.
I think it's a money factor because
That's why money.
because
That's a
because
whole
if the
ball
girl
game.
is ugly but she got money, the guy's gonna be with her. Why? Because 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be his sugar mama on the low.
Yo, them
For
the
real.
cute girls got options.
She be the one that buy everything for real.
No.
Like some girls, some ugly girls pay for that nigga.
Someone said it's a different topic if we bring in personalities into it.
How?
No,
Nah, yeah, cause you talking about fits at
They
first. You talking
said
about
if
fits
we
at
talk
first.
about they said not if we talk about personalities with the fits. It's a whole different topic.
Okay. So
okay.
okay. But I gotta tell y'all, cause now y'all lying. If y'all see somebody dressed right over somebody who got a bad personality, 9 times out of 10 you gonna find a person attractive that look good, not the personality.
Immediately. Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people with great personalities that don't know how to dress, and y'all curve them daily. Play with them, dub them. However you want to put them.
Actually, you ain't gonna know the personality until you get attracted to them. in some
Right.
type of way.
They don't pay attention to it like that. Or they stay in the friend zone. Like, those people don't make it to the relationship phase. Like, they get left in the friend zone for real. Like,
How y'all feel about dating somebody with low self-esteem?
Get him out of here.
The what?
Negative.
Get him out of
That's
here.
Wait, you said
that's
what?
a negative.
How do you feel about dating somebody with low self-esteem?
That's
That's
draining.
Ross
like
said
that's
we don't
really
date
toxic.
people
That's
with low
toxic.
self-esteem out
If you
here.
Now, you ain't gonna know until
if
you
you
in
date
the
somebody that's
relationship.
insecure, that's gonna drain your energy automatically.
You're supposed to get together. You guys
Where you
are
at?
both
What you
supposed to share
doing? Get
happiness
that
together.
outta
You know what I mean?
I
That's
can't
a
do that.
You guys are both supposed to bring
I don't
happiness
know
to each other.
I don't need you clocking.
You don't need to drain.
Exactly.
Like
Why?
it's one thing to
Because she's
say like
insecure,
you're
she's gonna
loyal.
clock you with that?
Yeah, most
No,
No, because like
most
insecure
likely.
people are like, oh, what you doing? Who's at the who's there? Who you talking to? Why you talking to them? This, that, and the third. Like,
that's
it's one thing to
every
be
day.
suspicious of something and question, but not every single time you're doing something.
I think it's a different type of concern. Like, what makes this conversation the conversation is where people come from when they're concerned for something. So it's like if you're dating somebody and they care about if you made it home safely rather than who you was out with, it's like that's 2 different types of concern. You're concerned about either if I made it home safely or if I was out with somebody who's competing with me. You know what I mean? Like, those are
So
2
how y'all
different
looking
things.
at self-esteem? Like, are you looking at it in terms of like that person has their own inward self-esteem, or like the relationship brought out? Like,
No, you're
self-esteem issue.
well, you said someone with low self-esteem, so I took it as they had low self-esteem.
So
Yeah.
is
Prior
there
to our
a difference
relationship.
to like how you would react to?
Yeah.
the
Because if
situation?
the situation between us got so bad that it brought low self-esteem upon them, that was just due to the situation, which is a little different.
That is different. Yeah,
'Cause
that makes sense.
It's different.
Is it different?
Bro,
Because
I'm like,
I don't think you can
something.
separate
Yeah,
the
yeah.
insecurity stage. If somebody's insecure, those insecurities are only going to be enhanced when they're in certain situations. So if they get into a relationship and now all of a sudden they're insecure because of a past thing or because you've done something before, that's an insecurity that they cannot move on within themselves. There's something that you did that triggered a red flag for them that is within them, like it's internal. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with you, but the way that that person maneuvers and operates
That's how they're molded.
is outside of that mold. You feel me? So if you come incorrect, it's like, okay, well, I'm never gonna get over this because you scarred me this one time, and now I'm never gonna get over
But if
it.
you do something to that person, you feel me? You're the reason they're insecure. That's what he was saying.
That's what I was saying.
You do
If
something
you
like
did
that's
it,
different than just be insecure for no
different
reason.
versus
Oh, you're instilling it.
If
but
you-
nobody's
yeah,
insecure
you
for
still
no
be-
reason.
if you're
Like,
Now, some people are though. Some people are insecure for no reason, but most
I feel
times
like
it be reason.
everything
Most times it's
stems from
reasons though.
somewhere. Like, it stems from somewhere. We might
Right.
not know.
But-
Like, it might be
Oh, yeah,
deeper
yeah,
yeah.
than
It might be
we
a
can
subconscious
see,
thing, yeah.
but
But it might not
Right.
be the person you was dealing with. You might be insecure for something that happened to you before
Right,
me.
and
you're
taking it
But
out.
when I get there, you
That-
feel me?
Still
And that's
insecure.
If I do something
that's
to
what
you,
I was
that's
saying.
different.
Like,
You
if
can
you're
take that all the way
still
back to
doing something
childhood.
else,
That's-
and
I
I'm
mean,
trying to help you,
depends.
or like I'm not like I can't help you that far. Like you have to overcome that yourself. Otherwise, like I
Right.
can't.
Right.
But if it's something I did, that's what I was saying. If I caused the insecurity, it's a little different. If I put you through something, some
They
type
said they
of.
can't hear the back row.
Well, I feel
I'm like, speak up.
I feel as though
Shall we
if-
move a little
if
closer,
you deal
guys?
with
You should have brought your mic.
All
They
right.
said the back row.
Let's just move a little closer.
We
They
need
said
your
y'all
mic.
look high in
It's
here.
hot
Right.
here.
Huh?
the
They
white
said the
one.
back row
Oh,
was
hold on.
high.
Hi.
It's
I
not
can't-
even the whole
But then
back
we're not
row.
gonna
camera.
fit.
Nah, I think you gonna be good.
You good? Y'all good?
Maybe on a portrait.
Can y'all hear us? Mic check 1 2.
Yeah,
1 2 1 2.
Y'all can hear.
If we
For
turn
the
it, it
for the
won't
folks
work,
in the
right?
back.
Jay gonna say it looks like she watching the real world.
So
I'm
like,
crying.
I need to get one of them houses.
the only reason why I have an issue
I'm
with what?
tripping.
So Andrew, if you could state that one more time, just a little bit louder. So
I
they
was
can hear
saying
you.
it's different. It's a different situation when you're dealing with someone who has a low self-esteem from past instances that have nothing to do with you, versus you causing them to have low self-esteem because of something you did. Nonetheless, that is something they have to handle either way, but there's like a little more room to deal with when you caused it, and you have to be responsible for your own actions at some point.
Accountability.
You have to be accountable at
Love
some
to see
point.
it.
And but the thing is, even if you cause someone else hurt, like you know what would hurt either other people or yourself as well. You know what I mean? So that's still a personal problem if somebody else hurts you out of their own. Because we can't play dumb anymore. You know, we get into an age where it's like, you know what to expect. You know what would hurt people or what to avoid. And if not, then ask the question. Like, that's the type of maturity level we get into.
Time is the essence.
But if you accidentally hurt somebody, I can see how that will work. But you can't hold that against that individual. Like, you know, you hurt me. You step on my pinky toe. It cracked. And every time it cracked. Every time you go to the nail salon, it cracked. Yeah, he's done like, come
We don't
on.
fix it though. We just hurt it, and then if you gonna fix it, then
How you gonna fix a broken pinky toe?
by putting a brace on it and moving forward.
Someone said
Give me
you
a better
shouldn't
pinky
let
toe.
the insecurity take the relationship.
The
Nah, the
insecurity
insecurity
take the
be doing that
You should be
sometimes,
concerned about my safety, but understand that if you really trust me, you would not let your insecurity take our relationship.
That's a fact.
Man, I don't even understand the concept of 100% trust.
But
bro.
we,
I don't understand that concept.
Elaborate.
bro.
What does that
Because like
mean?
100%
Trust is
trust.
trust. It's not like I give you partial trust or like I kind of trust you, I kind of don't. Like either you trust the
Y'all
person
feel
or you
that way?
don't.
Yeah, wait, y'all feel that way? Wait, yeah, wait, y'all feel it got
No,
to
because
be
if I have
Trust.
that
Yeah,
halfway
trust.
trust,
Yeah,
trust, then that's not trust.
if
Because
you have a little
honestly-
bit of trust, and that no.
Oh, I ain't never
Don't
100%
work.
Almost
anybody
don't
in my
count when
life.
it comes to
Y'all
trust.
That's what I'm
bugging
saying.
out.
It's not an.
So if
I
I
never
trust
trust
you
you.
50%, that means
I
I
don't
don't
trust
trust you,
you.
No, that
and you
means
shouldn't trust
50%.
me.
No, you feel me?
No.
Come
Because
on.
there's an
That's
extra
too much
50%.
percentage for like that's
But
too
look,
much
though.
margin for error.
But look, no, look.
No.
Let's say I got an accountant, right? An accountant that manages my money. There's mad accountants I can pick from. I'm picking you to manage my money. I don't trust you 100%, but I'm gonna give it to you so we can, move forward. I can build up more and more and more and more.
That's different than a personal relationship.
Yeah.
When you
How
have-
that different?
when you have an
It's
accountant,
business.
that's bound by a
myself.
contract. Like that's something he has to provide you with a service.
Relationships about the contract
But
too. Verbal.
in a personal relationship though, like that's
That's
internal. Like that's personable. Like
It's the same
that's
business.
different than doing business with
Okay,
somebody.
so
It
it's
is a
like
business.
Trust
hand
is different.
sanitizer, for instance, right? Hand sanitizer.
wanna hear this.
That 0.1%, that 0.1% is still bacteria living. You can't
Facts.
trust hand sanitizer all the way. You gonna wash your hands.
But you trust enough to do it though. You trust enough to use it. That's what I'm saying. It's good
Yeah,
enough to
you
use.
should-
It's good enough to use. It's good enough to use. You feel me? Look, you ain't have to use a hand sanitizer. You could have just did nothing. You trusted enough to use it. That's how I feel about people.
Okay,
Romantic
that's
relationship.
fine.
It is romantic
But then-
because
so
I'm
then-
giving you a little bit.
But when you
I'm
use,
giving you a
but
little
little
bit.
bit.
I don't want no half love.
when you use that hand sanitizer, right? In the
Mhm.
back of your mind, you're like, well, it is that 0.1%,
Right.
right?
Exactly.
But when you're in a relationship, I don't have that. I'm not trying to have that.
Right.
0.1% in the back of my head, like, well, it's a chance. Like, no.
It is a chance.
I'm gonna
It's
trust
always
you
a chance.
fully. Like, I'm gonna
All right,
trust you
Jade,
completely.
we gonna try to go live with Jade
That's blind loyalty.
and see if she's
I
ready.
also want to take it to the audience.
Because you're
I'm
not
with it.
thinking
But
it's
if
not
that's-
gonna happen.
No.
But if that's your person, y'all will grow to a point where it is blind trust.
Yo, and I just
Everybody-
requested
They-
Jade
you
out
should
of
be able to
nowhere.
close your eyes and you know that they're
I
gonna
hope
put you
she's
somewhere
ready.
where you're safe.
Always.
That's blind trust.
Everybody I went out with, y'all trusted 100%. Everybody tell me this.
I would have to.
Nah.
In order for me to
At
say
some
that I'm
point,
And
yeah.
that's not even work.
Now at some point, I'm
yeah.
you got
But wait,
into this.
but wait, Kim, in order for me to claim that,
Uh-huh.
the trust has to be there.
Add
I'm
that
not
above 80.
claiming anything that I
Above
don't
Above
trust.
like
Above
70.
80.
Above like
Above
70.
No, I'm talking about
Above like
No.
70, you feel me?
no.
Not
It gotta be 90
I-
and above.
So 90 is still not 100.
90.
Still not
Still
100.
not 100.
Because it still depends too. Because people change. You feel me?
Yeah, I
And people go through things that they don't really mention. You feel me? So if they go through something and hurt you by accident, and it's not really their fault, just what they've been through traumatically, you gotta accept. You can't hold that against them. It's just, all right, we're gonna teach you, honey. And if this happens again, it's cut. You out. You out. You out.
I think what I was saying is like all of that, but you have to grow to that full trust. You don't just get it from day one. So maybe that's what we're disagreeing on.
Yeah.
You're saying from the start of it all,
You're not
Probably
gonna 100%.
not.
Impossible.
probably not. You have to earn that.
Yeah.
So once it's earned up to 100%,
People don't make it out for.
facts.
Yeah.
That's true.
Don't really last like that. What they saying, Raya? From the audience, what they saying?
I think it's because they was yelling.
Yeah, they were talking about how y'all was really loud.
First,
And
Because it's
Jay,
chilling.
they were
Now we
asking
too
about
loud.
tickets for the audience because they try to buy tickets to the audience and they said, do they come with alcohol? Because y'all look lit.
$20 a ticket.
But a while back, somebody also said that insecurities could lead to toxicity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
that's
They stem from that.
I feel like
they
it's
don't lead to
horrible,
that.
yeah.
It stems from
I
that.
agree.
You think so?
I think
Yes.
I think so
I
too.
agree.
I agree.
Toxic traits
do
comes
too.
from insecurities.
Define toxic traits.
Not,
That's
Okay. Let's just say you're abusing somebody, right? That probably comes from the insecurity of you dealing with abuse when you were younger. So
Right.
you just inflicted them on somebody else.
Or what you seen too.
Right.
Because sometimes certain situations don't even have to happen to you. But you can see somebody go through some traumatic shit. Like, yo, if I ever see them red flags, it's that.
No, mother.
You know what I mean?
that's how it goes sometimes.
It's
That's
true.
how it
That's
is.
true.
That's how it goes.
That's how I
feel
learned
like-
from other people's mistakes.
I'm about to say as you should though. You feel me?
Because that's where the saying,
being
birds
aware.
of a feather.
Just being aware.
Birds of a feather flock together. Thank you. It didn't necessarily have to be that one bird, but since she flocked with the rest of the feathers, you want to assume that she one and the same feather.
First of all, if she claimed
Someone
herself as
said
a bird,
be
you gotta move.
quick.
That was a banger. That's what I mean. That was a banger.
Between the one line
Yeah,
and
that was a banger.
Okay, so two things. So some toxic traits that our audience told us about was being clingy, jealous, and anxieties. And then Rob brought up that parents can be toxic and
Very
that
true.
nosy
100%.
parents come with insecurities.
Parents.
Nosy parents.
Where's he
Let's
at?
talk
Tell
about
Rob to
it.
call in.
Yeah, Rob, where you
Tell
at?
Rob to get on here.
What's
Rob,
up,
call
fam?
in. Call
Rob?
into the live.
As a matter of fact, we gonna call Rob.
Rob out somewhere. Rob out and about.
You know,
That
Rob
ass-
outside.
Rob in the trenches.
Rob be
Rob's not
outside.
even in America.
he declined.
He declined
Exactly.
He
it.
declined.
Rob
How you
Costa
decline
Rica.
your own family?
He ain't
Like,
Costa Rica.
I'm
I gotta get
confused.
lit with Rob.
He said I lost my voice.
I lost my
I
voice.
gotta get
Like,
lit with Rob.
Rob does
I
get
guess,
lit.
Rob. But that was a good one. That was a really good one. That was a really good one. So how do you feel about, like, parents bashing the other parent? Like,
Terrible.
around their kids?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
let's talk about
Like
that toxic
Separated
trait.
parents or
Yeah,
even
bro.
parents that are together still.
Just in general.
That's not
Like,
supposed
how
to
do you
be around
feel
the kid.
when you
It's not
see,
good.
like,
It's not.
Right.
It happens.
your daddy ain't shit.
Yeah, that.
And that's why you ain't.
Oh, that kind of bad.
Yeah,
That's
nah.
That
that's
be
like
happening,
mind
though.
control, for real. That's
I'm
mind
thinking, like,
control.
You know what's
know
low
what I
key
mean?
toxic for real? When she be like, you look just like your daddy.
Oh, mother.
Yo, I was watching something and she did that. Yo, I was watching Brothers on Netflix. And he was
What
like,
does that
yo,
mean?
bro was crying. He was like crying. He's like, Mom, give me a hug. Mom, give me a hug. She's like, you look just like him. You sound just, yo, she smooth walked away from him.
They
She
gotta
walked
stop
away.
saying that shit.
Yo, but I think
Yeah.
you can't get away from that though. I feel like when you mess with somebody and y'all got so much memories together, when you
That's
have half
your
a
kid.
kid, when you have half of a person
Yeah.
with somebody, you're going to see so much resemblance. It's going to trigger you. It's
Yeah.
all everybody got triggers. I don't think you
Yeah.
can get
You
away
got,
from
but
it.
you,
though.
nah,
But you
gotta
have
be,
to step
toxic.
above, but
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have to
yeah,
be
yeah,
beyond
yeah.
that.
Is
You
it
can't-
toxic because they're telling you like you look just like them, knowing that it's coming from a negative space?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
like, that's not
Comparing
right.
you.
Or it's like
Yeah.
sometimes they don't even look physically like them, but sometimes the things that they
The
do
demeanor,
is like
everything.
similar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's hard because when you're half of somebody, hi, oh Jade, hi
What's
Jay,
up?
She was bad.
Oh.
Word.
Jay. Bye, Jay.
I'm gonna charge you more next time.
That's definitely a thing.
Jade. It's an entry fee. But no, like for real,
Who
when
wrote a paragraph?
Yeah, so I was gonna read this
Shannon.
out. So she said some things from the home can affect the person you're dating and have an effect on the relationship. Like, for example, not speaking your thoughts and opinions for fear of getting shut down. And I like that's literally me. I literally have been conditioned to not speak up.
Yeah.
I've had to like train myself to speak my mind.
That's true.
That's true.
Not for everybody's
my
parents.
Mom, my mom is like that. I can't really
I
like
see some shit on
say
Twitter
what
like
I have
that.
to say because she's always like, I said what I said. This is what
Right,
it is.
like,
This
there's
is
no
what it is,
discussion.
that. So if I get into a relationship, something happens and I don't like it, I don't know how to kind of come up to say like I don't like this because I've been shut down before. So it's like, that's definitely.
One of the craziest things to me is like when parents say you got a smart mouth because you said something that was logical and it proved them wrong, and like that like really deter you from like speaking your mind up to anyone that's in a wrong spot,
right or
that's
wrong,
higher, that's higher up than you because you feel like since they have authority, you can't prove them wrong. Yo,
Or
that's
and
then the thing
make
is,
you second guess yourself.
yeah. Like that's one of the weirdest things.
Because you're growing up still. So
I
you're
understand
still
why
learning.
people do that because nobody likes to be wrong, whether you're an adult or you're a child. But like, that's one of the worst
but if
things.
you're wrong, you're wrong.
Yeah, but
It's
most
not
people
about
don't
liking.
like it.
It's not about liking if you're right or wrong.
Parents don't see it like that.
Parents like having
I
that
think-
control on you.
I think I had the opposite effect. Like, because I couldn't say how I felt, but when I got to the age where I could, I didn't stop. Like, now I say everything I want to say. Like, sometimes where it's too much. You know what I mean? Like, where you have to be able to, someone to tell you that you're wrong. So,
Finding a
it's a balance.
And then sometimes, like, even if you say something or speak your mind, it may not be exactly where you're coming from, just your point. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you're so focused on the facts and how things happen that when you speak up, you forget or you neglect your own personal feelings while it's happening. You know what I mean? So the whole time you're talking to your parents, telling them, oh, well, this is how this led to this, and that. And then whole time you're not even mentioning the things that you're really wanting to get off your chest. Like, this is why it affected me.
You're too busy defending yourself.
Exactly. Such in a defensive mode. That.
Someone says you have to have boundaries.
But how do you have boundaries with your own parents when they knock them down? That's like locking your door in somebody's house.
Bro, that don't fly in my house. Yo, I locked my door the other day. My mom was like, she's like, are you okay? I'm like, bro, you could have knocked. Like, relax.
Parents are very intrusive. Like,
my mom,
they're just intrusive with their children.
That's a
I
boundary.
didn't even think about that.
Like, don't let me be on the phone with somebody. You know, who's that? Mind your
Bro.
business. Like, just mind your business. I understand.
I think, I just
feel
got
like
to
we
that
all
point.
probably hung up a call around our parents at the time.
Oh, yeah. Or act like you wasn't on the phone
Act
with
like
that
I wasn't
individual.
on.
Yeah.
Oh no, I
Just
stopped
'cause you
doing
don't wanna
that.
have to explain.
I just said.
Don't.
You don't want to have to deal with the lecture after.
It's
It's not even that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
sometimes
mean,
it's not even about getting in trouble because we're grown now, but it's the fact that they're gonna sit there and tell you.
It's the
about
criticism.
something. Like, they're gonna
It's their
criticize you.
opinion.
They're gonna just say something.
Like,
Judge-
nobody
or they're
asked you.
judging.
Nobody asked you.
That's the
In a
craziest
respectful
part.
way. Nobody asked you. Because I'm still going to go see this person. I'm still going to go do this. I'm still going to that place. Like, the Uber is down the street. Like, or the car is outside.
You be
like,
like, at the point, you be like,
Shannon
say
said
you're
that
done.
the boundaries was that you don't want to say your opinion in a way that disrespects them. And then somebody else was like, your parents will be trying to listen though, so you got to know who you're working with.
Right.
Yo, the craziest part.
But do we have to accept the disrespect from
no.
our parents?
but
That's
we
the-
grown now.
You don't.
It's
We're
at a point
grown.
where our parents should know who they working with. Like, you know your child. Like, I know you so much.
Right.
You created me. Like, you created me. Like, I know you and what you like and don't like. But you don't know me enough to be telling me about myself. Like, because they're just not, especially if you go away to college. Yeah, especially if you go away to college or you're away from your parents for a long periods of time. Whatever. Things happen to you that you're not really telling them everything. They're not one of the bros. They're not one of the sissies. Like, no.
My
They ain't
dad
like that.
always says, like, you'll never grow up to your parents. Like, he always says that to me now. Like, even with my grandmother, he's like, I'll never grow up to my mom. So you shouldn't feel like you're ever going to grow up to me. And I'm just like, okay.
And you know, I think that's not
You
crazy.
can't say nothing.
That like certain people, like parents, have that habit of. I understand you're your child, but at some point, you experience some things that your parents would never experience. But they think since they've been there longer than you, they have a better idea or a better hold of your own subjective reality versus their own, and the way they handle things and the way you handle things. And since they're your parents, they think you should handle it the way they are. But
I feel that.
the way when the things that bother you don't bother them, vice versa. Like, and it's never the same. And they try to impose the way they handle everything.
The things I can credit parents on, they do give good advice about certain shit. Like when you're dealing with somebody, they may see some shit that you don't see.
Yeah, no, that's true.
That's true.
That's true.
And that comes with wisdom. That comes with wisdom.
That's the only thing that had me like, all right, maybe I should listen once in a while when it comes to shit.
But then
I feel like the
parents
thing
or
is,
even-
it stems from like they're trying to prevent you from making mistakes that they made in the past, but those mistakes gave them valuable lessons that they not carried forward.
Yeah.
So
Right.
sometimes like you could avoid the pain, and sometimes you need that mistake in order to grow.
That's true.
And as far as like you being created from your parents, yes, you're spliced from your parents, but you're a totally different individual. Like you're made of them. You're comprised of your parents, but the things that you experience and go through, they're not there. They're not in your head. They're not there with you every day. When they drop you off somewhere, they're not there. You know what I mean? They don't know. So it's hard for parents to assume that you can't outgrow them when they don't know what you've been through to grow.
Yeah.
I feel like being a parent must be a difficult thing because like ain't no rule books when it comes to life. So you gotta figure out. And then a lot of the things is our parents, they might have had even more difficult parents to deal with before us. Like our grandparents, like they said, a lot of times grandparents be cooler to their grandchildren than he was to their parents.
That's a fact.
Yes,
So it's like,
true.
how you gonna teach people things that I didn't even know when I was your age, or even
I didn't even get the chance to.
I didn't have the chance to.
I think it's because they realized like the mistakes back then. Like you just said, the grandparents may treat the grandchild better than how they treat like their kid or whatever. I think it's because they like, all right, my daughter got older, my son got older, but now I can teach their kids shit because they might get that chance to listen. You know what I'm saying?
Second chance of teaching somebody stuff.
Exactly.
Also, if you didn't like.
Oh, Jada's back.
Also, if you didn't.
What did I miss?
We're talking about parenting and how you can, like, how parents can assume that their kids have grown in certain ways, or just how you outgrow your parents, basically. Like.
Oh yeah, I'm my mom's mom.
You're your mom's mom?
What does that mean?
Basically, like I think everybody have a different relationship with their parent. Like, like my mom sometimes calls me for advice, you know, or like to be her therapist, or to vent, or to, you know, like I think that it depends on the relationship between you and your parent. Everybody's parent might be not as mature as their child. Their child might have outgrew them. You know, just because you're getting older doesn't mean you're getting wiser or you're making better choices.
That's facts.
Stuck, you know, whatever the case is, and you might be bringing them, you know, on a different path. You know,
Hi, Zenny.
Oh,
Hey, Zenny. Hi, Zenny. He's so cute.
Thank you. So, you know, they gotta be all in my business. You might be introducing them to some things that they didn't realize that they needed. You know, like her eating habits, or spirituality, or just a different way of thinking, helping to calm down differently than they were taught. You know, things that they might have needed to unlearn. You know, and sometimes it's hard for them to, you know, learn from their children because they want to be our teacher all the time. But, you know, I learn from my kids every day. You know, they teach me so much, you know, and I want them to outgrow me and be further than me. So I hope so.
So what was it like for you cutting the apron string? Like, at that time that you had to, like, you know, leave the nest a little bit. Like, what were some of the things that you fought internally that you were like, yo, I'm going to just either have to let go because of the relationship with my parent, or I'm going to have to let a part of myself go because I need to.
I've been an adult for a long time. That's probably why I'm so, like, old or whatever. But I've been living on my own since I was, like, right out of high school. So, yeah, that was easy for me. That was, like, more peaceful for me. Like, I think growing up in a household that was, like, not as, like, zenned out, you know, like, I really wanted that type of space. You know, I knew like, growing up, it was just, like, loud. Like, everybody talked loud. Everybody did everything loud. It was just, like, all the time. So that was easy to me, like, just to find my own lane, and then go back later and just bring those things into my family. You know, try to, like, not so much be like, y'all do this. This is the right way, but just lead by example and plant that seed and let them see that shit works and that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Versus being like, y'all not doing it right. You don't get nobody's attention like that.
Yeah.
You know, nobody wants that mirror in their face and saying, you know, like you're doing the wrong thing. It's so much easier to teach how to love, and I had to learn that. You try nurse.
Zen. He had your whole show.
Oh, y'all, this my house. So, it's so much easier, like, to teach from a love perspective, you know, like, versus being like, do this or do that, and you're not doing this right. Because I know when I first transitioned, I was, like, trying to teach real aggressively, you know, because I was so passionate about, like, knowing the knowledge and, like, you got to do it just because I love, but that made people feel turned off. So, you know, like, whenever you're trying to, like, get your parents to go along with, like, a new idea or something that you feel like would be beneficial, just try to be more mindful of your delivery, the timing, and the way that you approach it with them, you know, because at the end of the day, the goal is to be effective and not right all the time, you know what I mean?
Effective and not right. I like that.
Thank you so much
like
for your
that.
wisdom.
Yeah.
Shout your brand out real quick because you do have a brand, Sun Rays.
Yeah, sun rays, y'all come and get some herbs, some oils, stay well during this COVID season or whatever the case is. Keep your body right. I do sea moss gel, capsules, teas, whatever y'all need. You know, I'm trying to keep the youth, you know, feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, I got like 10 kids and it's like, weird. Like,
We can't even tell. Mother where?
went to bed on me because I got serious. All right, good night.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Right.
She's so
Hey,
sweet.
close this. Look. Oh my God.
I got you.
All right, thank you.
All right, y'all. Oh, we got 16 viewers, y'all.
I'll be the same way on
They in here sending
what
you
button is this?
Right.
What they saying?
So the last person was saying back to when I think it was Cam who said that like you don't have like a rule book to life. So this person was like, you make your own rules to regulate the burden of being a parent, so you can create the morals for your child and implement a guide through life for them.
Burden.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I agree with that.
That was heavy.
What was the burden line?
I'll read it again.
I heard
he
this.
said,
No, the word burden is like it sounds a little depressing.
Because it's a burden, it's a weight. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just
he
need to
said
know
to
what
regulate
they're
the
referring
burden
to.
of being
Yeah.
a parent. To regulate the burden of being a parent. So you try to create the morals for your kids to hopefully implement a guide for them through life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's accurate. I like that.
Real deep.
And a while ago, I forgot, but this guy was saying that it was wrong to blame your kid for looking like the other parent. It's like you shouldn't resent your child for carrying the traits of your parents, because that's like saying I don't like my spouse or myself. It's
Right.
like self-doubt.
That's what G was kind of saying.
That's what it means every time. Like, it's like automatically the other parent. Like, oh, that's not me. Like, that's not me.
So how do you guys think parents would deal with self-doubt? Like, how do you not let that impact your relationship with your kid and your parenting skills? If it's there, it's there. Like, how do you address it?
I think you gotta know yourself before you even knowing yourself before you come in
Life,
situations.
You don't prepare for life. Sometimes
People
shit just happens.
find themselves through like school and shit like that. When they finally get that feeling of freedom, once people go off to college, when people step into school and different atmospheres and things like that, they start to find themselves a little bit. So I think that's a way to escape it a little bit, but at the same time it can corrupt you. So you just gotta be careful in whatever way you choose.
I would say for parents, like, don't always point out the flaws in your child. Like, the things that aren't you or that you wouldn't do, don't say that it's automatically not you, because you would do it under stress or pressure and not even realize it. Like, so many parents do things toxically that they don't even realize that they're doing. Like, you're toxic yourself and you're over here telling me I'm wrong, you know what I mean? But you're doing the same thing. So it's like, you should reflect in your child as you would reflect in yourself. Like, the same things that you went through.
Like that.
Right. Why are you standing like that?
Hey yo.
Like no one hit him.
Because it's like, say, what if a parent knows they can't
I'm crying.
give the best life for their child growing up? Like, instill that. What if they know they have a bigger problem, bigger than themselves maybe? And they be like, I'm sorry, Jade was just on there? Like she said she's her mom's mom. You know what I mean? Like, do you think her mom instills certain things? Well, not her, but just in general. You feel me? I ain't gonna too touchy.
He's cracking me up right now.
Yeah.
Giving Jada a whole nother life. She never even mentioned that.
Yeah, she mentioned she was her mom though.
She never said that. Like, that is not her life. We're not saying anything.
Yeah,
But she said she's her mom's mom, meaning that her mom can confide in her like she can confide in her mom. They have conversations where they can relate, and her mom will come to her with life situations that she would help her with. You know what I mean? Like giving advice, like a friend. Like a lot of people have friend relationships with their parents. I think it's just the way he put it.
I think life has to be a balance. You can have you should have a friendship, I think, with your parents, but it should be some type of like friendship qualities there, like respect, having loyalty, openness. But then at the same time, you can't be too like friendly, because then it's like you don't take real consideration to what they say sometimes. Like, usually somebody's like too much of your friend, like you're gonna take it like serious, but like it's a different level, and you know there's authority there. Yeah, so it's like my mom raised me like a balance. And I think like that makes someone's overall balance.
Yeah, your mom is dope, Cam. I meant to tell you that the other day. Like, I really love her too, and I don't even know her like that. I just met her one day, and I was like, wow.
Love her.
I want to feel proud about my son, just like
I feel like I low-key see where Nate was trying to go. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I saw what he was trying to say.
So imagine like you are a parent, and it's like you know where your kid belongs in life. Like you've never been there. You have no way to guide them there. You have no way to help them. No resources. Like think of it like being first generation. Like some of our parents didn't go to college. Like they couldn't guide us through that stage in life. They wanted to. They wanted to be supportive, but some things they just did not understand. And there's limits like that.
That's
like,
what you're saying.
Deal with that's how I took it. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong.
For sure. Like I mean, like think about like say if there was a year where a parent was a junkie. You know what I mean? Like.
That's what I thought you meant.
Yeah,
I thought you meant like
similar.
That
also
applies though too.
Yeah, no,
like in a different way.
Yeah, she was saying a more wholesome reason. You're saying, but that's factual though.
But like you want the best for your kid, but ultimately you don't have the best for yourself. You know what I mean? So it's like, is it best to either if they're newborn, put them up for adoption, or you know what I mean? Or
wait, that's totally different.
That's subjective. It could be best for them, but I would think the person should like try, because if you know you can't provide for your child, you have to change your lifestyle first. Like, everything starts within yourself anyway. So like you know you got some problems. That's the first step though, because a lot of people who have problems might know a little bit and not do nothing about it. If you know for a fact there's a problem with something, then you can move forward after that.
But not everybody intends to conceive.
I was about to say the real problem.
So as like a woman, it's like
as
a woman sometimes you cannot help the fact that you conceived at that time. It's just God's timing. You know what I mean? So it's like from a woman's perspective, either you wanted it, you wasn't ready for it, or the real negative route that I'm not about to mention right now. So it happens.
They said you gotta be really mentally prepared before you have children. Having a kid will change how you thought, period. You have to be a friend, but also a parent. Just finding out you're having a kid changes most people. But what I like really well is this person said, be the parent you never had, but evolve and learn to break generational patterns to ensure success for the next generation.
Amen. Who said that?
Come with me.
Wait, hold on. I was just about to shout him out.
It ain't that type of life.
COMWME.
It's not that kind of party.
Come with me.
COMWME.
Wait, it's come COME?
It's COME.
Oh, okay. That's what I need to know. I'll roll regardless. I'll roll with you regardless. Come with me.
Cam. I'm crying. What's the next fun topic? Can we do a funny topic?
Because this parent.
This is like.
He started talking about junkies and shit. It started getting crazy.
That's real life. That's real life though.
No, you talking about shit.
Yeah, but the next topic, mix it up.
I'm glad you guys got me.
That's what I did think you meant.
Because they're asking like what you're leaving for like the future. Like what is your generational like skill?
Fuck
like
them
this person's
kids.
talking about he's making music and he's leaving music like beyond like for his family and stuff.
He's leaving music behind for his future family.
Okay.
Don't do that. That could be dope.
Somebody within that generation will take it for
Don't do that.
No, that makes sense though. Imagine like famous singers. They're leaving music behind for their family. Rappers, like people who make music.
singers.
They're
or whatever,
leaving
don't
behind
do
music
that.
for their family.
She looking on. Don't do that.
Whitney Houston left music behind for her family.
Drake and Jay-Z.
But I'm saying they left music behind for their family.
So did NBA Youngboy.
Like
mad people did.
Eminem.
I feel like if my family was musically inclined, that would assist me with a lot of different things in life. Nobody around me played like instruments. You feel me? Like
your dad left off on SoundCloud.
She left my SoundCloud. Who blew up for SoundCloud?
Your dad left you with a SoundCloud of all his music. What is that doing for you?
Yo, if the album sound like J. Cole Born Sinner, I'm gonna be bumping it. What do you saying, bro? If it's like Born Sinner, I'm gonna be bumping it.
Maybe that's not a big gesture. It's more of a sentimental thing. Like you can leave jewelry behind. You can leave
clothes behind. Okay. But are we
sentimental small things
count?
Where?
We just said.
Oh.
We said we'll explain.
Alright, y'all. We about to go live with Afro Pro.
Y'all took it too deep.
And you said you gonna leave this.
That's what I meant, though.
You said the SoundCloud.
Yo.
Elijah, you went to school with me.
Yo.
Alright, so I'm gonna
Come on, bro.
Don't make Cam mad.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, y'all. Wait. Time out. I'm sorry, E. Time out. We got a guest.
So, I'm gonna explain this. So, like, when I said like leaving music for my family, like, I don't like per se know what day I'm gonna have a family, but like my discography, like what I'm trying to do, like as much as I'm making music right now, I'm making it for like the culture. Like my first album, I dropped it for us because like I made that an anthem for 2020, like how we living in a fucked up position of COVID, all of this with the riots and shit. I'm trying to make it like a good message, and like when I get into like that longevity where I'm making music like that's reaching out to the world, I want my kids just, you know, like Offset when he did Father of Four, his first song was talking about all of his kids. So like
Father of Four, no, Offset.
Oh, Father of Four.
You like it?
See, they don't want the message to get.
Nah, Father of Four, that song though.
Fucked up.
But it makes sense though. Like you're leaving inspirational music behind.
Yeah,
that's where you want to leave.
But the song he was talking about, it was about like I also explained to his daughter and his other kids like why he might not have been around. He was like going in detail about what was going on for real. So it's like he going. It's like a conversation, especially if somebody passed away.
Yeah, exactly. I get that.
I'm sorry, your connection is breaking up bad, my
you
guy.
5 more seconds, you feel me, and then after that, next caller.
Kim, I was saying, is that the one?
Kim. Our connection is not lagging, bro.
I said after that next caller. I said his though. I said next caller. Give him 5 seconds to the next caller. I don't know, but I don't know who he was talking about. Oh yeah, no, that's not him. Is that with the high school?
He could try probably like leaving, coming back, buddy.
He's from Jersey.
Okay, I'm done.
He was still talking. I'm so sorry, Afro Pro. Eli. I'm so sorry, but your connection was going in and out, my guy, and it was not going well.
But we understand the message.
We got you.
We get it, though.
I think I know what you're trying to say. Overall, you're just trying to leave your blueprint, you know what I'm saying? Overall, when you see yourself maybe like a decade, you know what I'm saying? Say be like maybe your mid-40s, you looking back, like you want your kids to be proud of something. You want to look back and be proud on something. Leaving a message on an important time of our nation right now. Right. So I understand. This is a form of art, so you feel me? Keep doing what you're doing.
Even
you know
opinion could be the same
thing. It's like Martin
Mm-hmm.
Luther King leaving behind speeches for his kids to read later on.
Okay.
Like anything that can be
it's just a message. Anything that's a message,
like anything.
Passed down.
Pictures,
anything.
a diary.
Planting seeds.
Yeah, like.
Look at our gardener.
I love the analogy. Today, so.
Shameless plug. He is a gardener.
G's garden.
Holistic.
We got Jack.
So do we have any more? Let's hit a comment from the list. Not a comment. A topic from the list.
Put a question in the question box.
Yeah, I texted it to you.
Let's get a funny one. Like she said, we ain't really getting
Talk about it.
Okay, it's still talking about parents, but this was it says parents dating their children's exes. Like Diddy with his son.
You're sick.
You're
sick.
Bro.
Why did they bring the parents? No.
Bruh.
We're not doing anything.
I didn't even mean to end up
no,
on
that's
this
what I'm saying.
topic
We didn't
like
even
that.
do that. That was really an accident. It's the first.
Like I really was thinking. Like I had a picture screenshot of the Diddy with, what's her name? Lori? Was
Lori.
it Lori?
Yeah, Lori Harvey.
Diddy with Lori, And then the wrong son with Lori.
Yeah,
it wasn't even the right son, right?
They had him with Christian.
Yeah.
When he really used to date. What's the look-alike to Diddy? What's his name? His son that looked like him.
If a girl I messes with my father, you feel me? One, first of all, I don't come from a history like that. You can't be taking it seriously. That's one. Two, I'm gonna look at that person in such a disrespectful manner. You feel me? I can't look at you as the same person. Yeah. If you messing with me and my dad. Are you gonna be
mad at your dad?
Nah.
If he taking it seriously, yes, I'm gonna be mad. I'm like, bro, you goofy, you a sucker. Like now, you just hit.
You're gonna tell your dad
he's a sucker. Like, I would have to in that predicament because you really wilding out, bro.
I would.
You wilding out. You
not trying to be rude, but I would definitely
yeah.
disrespect my mother. Yes, are you kidding?
Like, are you
me?
serious,
Like,
bro? I might not say sucker. I might say sucker though, for real.
That would probably be the end of a relationship.
Now
with your parents.
Now you just messing her. I'ma still see you a little weird, but I'ma laugh about it afterwards. I'm like, you bugging, you wild, but I'ma laugh. But now you taking it seriously. Oh nah, we ain't doing that at all. I'm not even covering that type of cloth. That's craziness.
Yeah,
I don't know, bro. That's different.
That's definitely
I gotta go.
Yeah, no.
So how would you feel if one of your exes got back at you like that, though?
Bro, that's kind of like what Becca was saying last time. Remember when Becca was on live? And Sis was like, you gonna drop me and I'm gonna pull up to the barbecue with your daddy?
Mm-hmm. She was like, your dad, your uncle, your grandfather, your brother, whoever it is, she gonna make it to the reunion. How would you feel if your ex was so petty, he started dating a family member?
I'm fighting him.
Not the family train.
If that's the
case, I'm gonna fight him.
You're a bozo. You're a bozo anyway.
I'm gonna ruin every family reunion we have. Everything. I'm walking in. It's that. Like,
it would just be a joke.
No, it's not gonna be a joke.
But you a different type of dude.
That's true. That's true. It's like I feel like it's like if that really happened, I'd be like, yo, like my life is a movie. This is great. Like, this is the funniest shit that's ever happened.
Yeah, no.
My dad is a bozo. Like
that's a bozo. I'll be like,
my dad is a bozo. I'd be like, yo, what's wrong with you?
On the
real. It's not like I would be jealous. Like you that is not gonna make me jealous. That's so weird. That's not a flex.
No, I'll be jealous a little bit. I'll be jealous. Okay, if I was in love with you, you feel me? I'll be jealous.
That's gonna hurt.
That's gonna hurt. Jealous is just like why.
First of all, I don't
want. I'd be more disgusted than anything. I wouldn't be like.
I would just meet people and be like, yo, like. Yo, she's like my ex is dating my dad. Like that's the funniest shit I've ever happened. Like it's like that's just so. That would just be so absurd.
No, bro. I feel like that's more.
It would just
be.
I feel
like that's damage, bro. Like
whether you know it or not,
you can pretend like you don't care. But that's weird as hell. Like why do I see you around?
All the time,
in
bro.
general,
or my parents are bringing you up to me.
Bro, you know right?
Like, yeah, I'm going out with such and such.
I just can never imagine my parents doing that.
Yeah,
so I can't even think of like.
I just didn't even think that's a possibility.
Right,
I can't even.
Yeah, Jake's like they would never.
Yeah, like that's so weird.
All I know is there'll be hands every time I see you, though.
But I can see how that'd be hurtful though, because you're losing. You feel me? Like you really losing an ex, and you really losing a parent.
And then and then you like double looking at everybody around you too.
Like, yeah, like now you gotta be looking at everybody.
Close to you, you feel me? Like, so that's just how that goes.
How you sit down your son like, yo, I'm being like me and ex.
Diddy and his son did it. Like nothing. They was chilling. Like that's weird.
But we also don't know what went on behind the scenes. Because all we saw was the cover of shit. You know what I mean? Right. We're not in the Combs household to hear what is going on. Like, you know, they could probably look at their dad a whole different way now. Or there could be a level of disrespect coming from the sons to the father. You know what I mean? Like, where you don't even respect your parents on a parental level. Where it's just like, oh, well, that nigga just give me money.
Yeah, that's what I was going to, like,
it's my friend. It's my nigga.
Yeah, like, that's my homie.
Yeah, that's how I was imagining.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Okay, so y'all trying to move on to politics or a relationship?
Nah. What's the relationship?
It says, is it bad to circle around the block in a relationship, or do you just move on?
Okay.
Circle around the block?
Yeah, she gotta explain what she meant by that phrasing.
Okay, so these topics come on a regular, everyday basis, son. So this morning I woke up and I'm working and shit, and I'm talking to my friend, right? And he's like, I'm tired of being the second option. You feel me? Bitches keep circling the block. So, right, I'm talking to my friend this morning, and he's like, you know, I'm tired of being a second choice. Like, you know, bitches keep coming around after they realize that nigga wasn't the one. I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? He's like, they keep circling the block. So I'm like, okay, well, if they have a home and they circle the block, who's really wrong for allowing them to circle the block? If you have a home,
I agree.
Okay, right?
I agree.
Look,
y'all walling.
You live here, Kelsey. Right. But before you come home, you circle the block and visit the neighbors. And then you come
you're
home.
will. No.
So you're saying, so what are we asking? Like, what's wrong or what?
You circling the block and you looking at other houses? Why you?
Are the females that are coming around the block at fault, or is it his fault for keep letting them back in the crib?
Yeah, for keep letting them back
His
in.
fault.
Exactly.
Exactly. And that's the advice I gave him this morning.
Yeah,
I was like, if you keep,
why you keeping the door
why you keep
Like,
letting them pull in the driveway? Like, this driveway is no longer like
Time to change the
available
lock.
to you.
The
Yeah, like
spare key is gone.
you can't even pull in this driveway. Like, don't even pull into the. Don't even look at the house. Like,
it's like, you leaving? Don't come back.
Wait, but it ain't the fact that the door is unlocked. It's the fact that he knocking on the door. Why I keep knocking on my door for? That's what he probably really mad at.
Because you keep coming back.
No, but you're still knocking regardless.
You're still coming back.
If it's open or not. Wait, was he messing with these people still? Or was he just saying he coming back?
That's the thing.
He
I don't know.
I don't know. He messing with them. He be coming back.
You can't be knocking on the door at certain times of night.
Yo, I told you. I said it before, bro.
Wait, G, you gotta say that one more time at the top. You gotta say it.
You can't come around knocking at wrong times of the night. Like,
Yo, Jay said it's private property.
That's right. And
You know what I'm
catch
saying?
this. You peep when niggas is walking on the lawn.
Exactly.
But why you out there clocking it? You should be minding your business, living your best time at home. Like,
Because if they keep ringing your doorbell
you
playing,
ain't
them
never
damn
ignored the
bitch.
people at the door. You know them niggas be knocking and you just mind your business.
You want to come
Okay.
It's
back
like Cam
because
is saying, you keep coming around knocking, don't mean I live. Like,
You
I'm not
really
I'm
wanted
not
it
living anymore. I
because
can
you're
move
worried
on.
about
you want
the
to come
little
back
kid.
because you got the
Because
indoor
I'm
pool
not
and-
worried about you
Because
at
you got
the
the
door
indoor
knocking. I
pool.
hear you.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying
I'm not
you.
unlocking the
No,
door.
I'm saying the
Yeah.
person who's upset that they keep coming around. Because if they keep coming around
But
all
wouldn't
the
you be
time,
mad
But
if every
no.
single day 5 niggas just start knocking on your
But
door?
wait.
You minding your business. Knock, knock,
You
knock.
right.
yeah,
Hey, no,
I'm just circling the
But
Now they all seeing each
no,
other.
gas. I
she
just say
said
like,
5.
no, but think about it though. You at
5
home,
niggas.
you in your bed, you chilling, you cooling. Knock, 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 knock.
Ding dong.
You minding your business. Next day, knock, 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 knock.
Ding
Mind
dong.
your business. But if you
Every single. Eventually, you gonna get downstairs. You gonna open the door and be like, yo, what do you want?
But if you're at home and you blasting your music, you cooking your food,
That's
you
a
in the
fact.
tub,
You
you
ain't
ain't
gonna
gonna know who's knocking at the door. You feel me? And if you're not
There's
home,
no
you're not
way.
even gonna know
Alexa
nobody
gonna
knocked
stop
at
playing the
all.
music, and
Like,
Alexa gonna be like,
you're
somebody
not-
at the door.
You can't have
if
Alexa.
you're not
Fact.
looking for
I
that,
watch too many
I don't
movies.
think
Everybody got Alexa nowadays.
False.
But
I don't
see
have
me,
Alexa.
People do.
but see
Got
me,
Alexa?
if you don't know me like that,
How much shit goes
don't
on
be
there?
walking on my property.
I know Cam
Like,
do.
your property is something
got
very
that.
intimate and exclusive. You feel me? So for you to be in the crib going about your business and minding your business and somebody's knocking at your front door, you already crossed me when you hit that driveway, baby
About to say you
boy.
technically
Why are you
trespassing.
coming to my crib? Why are you even looking?
Yo, wait, time out though, because I don't like this 100%. I feel as though. Wait, hold
Cam
up.
don't
Look,
ever like
but
it.
look, no, wait.
I think this one time
But
I'm with
wait,
Cam.
but why can't we just spin the block sometimes and we had a good time? Like, you know I'm a real nigga. Come on, bro. Yo, it was never a problem, bro. Now you all brand new. You feel me? Like,
That's what I'm saying. Think about
I ain't gonna lie,
all
my
the
bad.
exes. You
I
never
hear what
circled
you're
back
saying.
on none of your
I'm hearing
exes.
you.
I feel like in my last relationship, I got single. I tried to spin the block with some old stories. He wasn't really with it for real. I was like, yo, come on, bro. You know my body. Come on, bro. That's messed up.
No,
I don't like that.
I'm a little hurt. I'm a
y'all
little
always
hurt.
circling the block at the
But
wrong
you
time.
never think about your
Like
own
G
self.
said.
When we have
Spin that.
a new tenant and a new person that's living in the house with us, that's when
But
y'all
what
wanna
about
come
if
around
you're
the
the
block.
one
Like,
circling
if
the
somebody,
block? You've never circled the block before?
no,
Like you've never like double dipped and been like, damn, like low key.
I mean,
not by my efforts.
if I circle the block,
Not by my efforts.
They come knocking on your
I've
door.
indulged in other efforts that have doubled back to me, but I've
never
never gone
doubled
out my
around the
way
block.
Yeah,
double
to
back.
do it. Like, I'll
No.
give them.
but see now, here's how I put it. Sometimes I just go into certain
I'm like,
neighborhoods.
it's there.
I go into certain neighborhoods because I know I can get away with certain things in that neighborhood.
I'm not mad at you.
So I'm gonna circle the block
I'm not mad at
because
you.
look,
But you know the door gonna be unlocked for you.
no, not even that. I'm gonna circle the
they
block.
gonna keep
Nah,
you.
wait. I'm gonna circle the block because I know I can spark here. I'm gonna circle the block because I know you got this here.
That's all right.
And if I get in trouble,
What I say?
I'm gonna run up the block.
This is
That's
the
like
opposite.
toxic. That's
sit
like
here.
toxicity.
This is the opposite.
It's toxic,
This
and
is
I
the
don't
opposite
care.
side of the equation.
It's real
And I believe
toxic.
That's the
you, too.
exact.
And
he's saying, why
who
do they
wants
keep
that?
circling the
I
block?
believe
That's
you.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's the exact opposite of what he was saying. Like,
Yeah, because it's my car.
Exactly.
If I want to circle the block as many times, I'm
And
gonna circle the block.
And you gonna keep letting me circle in the block and smoking in your front yard? Like, it is
Nah.
what it is. Like, I'm gonna keep coming here.
I ain't gonna.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna.
Jay said they comfortable pulling up because you keep giving access.
Exactly, bro.
Don't take them seriously though. Once you see somebody like really
Yeah, it's a
fucking
game.
block with you mad times, like don't take them seriously.
It's a game.
Don't put your feelings in the mix after that point.
So
keep it
treat
straight.
them like Jehovah's Witnesses. They be
Yo,
coming
Loki,
around.
I wasn't trying to say that.
But
But I'm like, y'all be ignoring me. Like,
They be knocking, you just be peeping like,
Point being, the person allowing it is at fault. That's the whole point of that. The person allowing them to come around the block is at fault.
you're right, because you can't be mad at
That's
people.
more so
And
what
you
you're
can't stop
allowing
you from
is
coming around the
it's
block.
just place
You can't
responsibility.
stop people from walking on the lawn.
No,
You can't stop people from knocking on the door.
wait.
But you can stop people, and you can stop yourself
Now,
from
my
opening the
dog
door.
will be posted up outside the nail.
Point.
Wait, we victim blaming. We victim blaming.
saying,
It's the
you trust
person who's
that shit.
knocking on the door fault, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the
You can
person
stop
knocking. No, 'cause the
No.
person.
No.
the block
You
wouldn't
cannot
been.
control other people's actions.
No, but it's still they fault
Exactly.
first though. You feel me? If I walk up to
It's
somebody
not
and
your-
hit
why
them,
are you
it's
at fault?
always my fault.
No, because
you
Kim,
stood there, you
because
feel me?
Kim,
Don't mean nothing.
The
Why are you
reason
at fault?
the reason
Why
why
are
they
you
were
at fault,
able
though?
to knock is because you didn't turn the sprinklers
No, but
on.
you said.
You didn't turn the sprinklers on at the right time.
So it's your fault for getting robbed, you gotta say?
You're gonna
It's your fault for
I know, I
getting.
said
You say if somebody come into your house, you feel me? Because it was there.
You're
that
not
don't mean
supposed
the
to give
person
them.
didn't do
You're
it.
not supposed to give them the vibe that they can even approach the lawn.
Some people
know
wild.
what I
No, wait,
mean?
don't do that. People
That's
wild
not
out
the
all the
same,
time.
though.
We're not
That's
gonna
not
there's
the
always gotta be a vibe there. You might as well
There's
spin because you want to
stalkers out
spin.
there.
That's
you
not
feel
the
me?
same.
You just want to spin because you want to spin for real.
This
For
time
real.
If somebody
I
robs
ain't-
you, that means they had to literally break through your glass. You feel me? Sneak into your home,
a knock on the
search
door
for your
easy.
stuff.
Yo, what's up?
Knocking on your door
Yo,
is
it's
not the
good.
same as
It's
that.
I got your,
not.
I got
It's
your
not
number
the same.
still. What's up?
Nah, for
What you
example,
doing?
That's not
How you
intrusive.
been?
for
That's not
example
How
though,
you been?
like in what was that movie? Are We There Yet Too? When they went to go see the dad, and then they got to the dad house, and they was looking through the window, and they seen him having dinner with his family.
I don't remember.
You don't remember Are We There Yet Too? When they
What you getting that? What you getting? Okay, all right.
Are you?
What you getting?
Wait, it was the first one.
Yo,
It was the first one.
No, wait, I
Oh,
don't
the
remember.
first one. The first one, right? I don't know what you talking
And they
about.
pulled up. They pulled.
Yo.
I'm gonna just sit down.
No, Kim, I'm done.
Sit down.
Actually,
Listen, y'all. I know y'all would listen to me, right?
Anyway.
In the first Are We There Yet, right? The kids escaped Ice Cube because they didn't want to spend Christmas. They didn't want to spend Christmas with their new boyfriend. So they ran off to their dad's house. And when they got to the dad's house, they looked through the window and saw their dad had a new baby and a new wife. And they didn't want to approach the door. They didn't want to go to the door because they already knew the vibes.
Some
They
people
already
still
knew.
do it though. Some people still close the door though.
Oh, yeah.
At that point,
you be
you
in your
have
house full and you still
At that point, you have a Joe from you. Like,
Yo, I was just about to say, like, Joe literally
can't control
convinced
that.
himself
yeah.
that everything she did that was like, no, I'm not with it. Like, he convinced himself it was okay. He's like,
Oh,
she
yeah,
loves
Joe.
this.
Yeah.
She loves-
She's
she
a
wants me
winner.
to act like this. She wants me watching her through the window. Like,
Yeah.
niggas is crazy.
At that point, it's not your fault.
That's what I'm
She
saying.
likes
It
attention.
depends. It depends.
Like, she
Yeah.
wants
Sometimes,
it.
yeah,
It's like,
it
no,
depends.
I'm scared.
Depends.
I want you to stop.
But if it's just general knocking the door, general calls, I can ignore that. Text,
Yeah,
I can block that.
you're comparing
Instagram, I can view that. Like, it's nothing.
Yeah, I'm like,
You can just watch.
Man, I feel like anybody call your phone late night, you from you had to be done with them some type of capacity. They got nothing to do. It got something to do with what we talking about.
They
but
feel like, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like that. I feel like
It's a
somebody call
boundary
your
cross.
phone late night, you feel me? You say, oh yeah,
What's late
most
night?
time. What's late
You're not
night?
gonna believe
What's late
that.
Shit, anytime past 8 for real for 10.
I say late night is
Yeah, you
anytime
have-
after business hours. Fuck you talking
It's
about.
business hours. I like that one.
Nah, that's
Business
true
hours.
though. That's true.
It's about the business
Because
hours.
if you
call
hit
your
me-
phone, bro.
If you hit me past business hours, the sun go down at fucking 8:30, nigga. Fuck you hitting me after 8:30
No.
But business hours
And
is like 5.
It becomes a problem when like someone else has
The
moved
sun
into
be
your house
shining,
now,
it's
and now
booming,
you're
so I
knocking
wanna
on my
take
door.
it
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Now
Yeah.
you bite
Because
yourself or whatever, but like if somebody like, come
We
on,
can't
bro.
Now you with somebody
No.
and they
Shouldn't be
seeing
calling
somebody
you.
else
Too late.
knocking on
Now
your
you
door.
only got an hour and a half to chill.
You missed out.
Fuck. Nah, I ain't miss out because you feel me?
I'm sorry,
The daylight is down.
But that can really mess up new
so much
things.
in my life.
Yeah.
This is
You
one
know
time I
what?
really
You know
agree
what?
with Kim.
This
I'm
is
like,
the
yo, I'm with him.
That bot be having fire on them.
This is the block be having potholes.
Oh, potholes.
ain't got no.
We don't want to get started on the pothole analogy.
I'm riding on rim.
We don't want to get, because if you ride around the block and the block got potholes on it, now you hitting potholes on your way home.
And you ain't got
While you circling
insurance.
the block,
I mean,
you don't got no
put
insurance.
some cement on it. Put some cement
Now
on
you
it.
losing
Like,
wheels.
no
It's
way.
your job to do that.
And you
Okay,
showing up to the
that's
house
the
raggedy.
city job.
Wait, I
You
have
can
a
go to the streets.
Wait, we got
Come on to the
9
streets.
seconds left.
Okay, we can start again.
Alright, y'all. So I'm gonna end this live short real quick because we got like 50 seconds left, and then we're gonna start it up again. All right, and then we gotta figure out our schedule because we got things to do as a family. So
Next one only gonna be 25 minutes.
The next one only gonna be like 30 minutes, y'all, because we got things to do. So, if y'all want to be a part of the family, y'all can see our vibe now. This is not the whole entire family. Raya's over here. Jeremy's over here. We got Melanie. We got Shanti. We got who else? Everybody else that I'm missing. So.
Jada, love y'all, fam.
Jada, yes.
Love
so
y'all.
we gonna see y'all in 10 seconds. All right, y'all. What's up, Wednesday? It's Adrian B back at it again with the weekly topics. And today we are live with the What's Up fam. We just talking to y'all. We just did a full hour. This time we're cutting it into a fourth. Okay? So we're going to answer as many questions as we can independently. Well, yeah. We ain't going to talk over people because then that's how the conversation gets started and shit like that.
Yeah, y'all start wild.
And we won't stop talking. We got a movie night after this, so we still got to debate on movies, comedy or thriller. So we just going to get on with the conversation right now.
Drop some movie suggestions.
Yeah, so, right.
That's why I go for Wall Street.
That's a long ass movie.
But it's too long.
That's your favorite, right? You said? I remember.
I'm the captain now.
Anywho, the question was, do you think first movies is an appropriate first date? And if no, what are the alternatives?
Movies is ass for first date.
Because you're not saying that to each
talk.
other, right?
Can't talk.
I agree with Drew.
Like, if that's all the date is, if that's part of the date, it's different.
Oh, okay.
But if the date is we're gonna go see a movie, like, that's ass.
It's a cop out.
Because I'm about to go sit with you in a room, watch this movie, have like a 10-minute conversation, and we're about to part our ways. Like, that's ass.
Yeah, dinner and a movie.
That's different.
Yeah.
But just a movie?
I seen a tweet recently, and this dude was going off about dinner. He was like, no more dinners. Let's go do something different.
Yeah, don't surround dates. Don't surround dates.
He was like, I don't want dates surrounded by food no more.
Don't keep that shit as one thing. Don't just keep doing one thing. Go
so
out.
then what you do, G? What you be doing with your
shit. Go to the zoo. Nobody been to the zoo in a minute.
You know what? I'm not even mad at that. I'm not even mad at that.
I go to the zoo.
Yo, jeez.
Niggas haven't been to the zoo in a minute.
You haven't been to the zoo in mad long.
Like, what?
Like, yeah, I want to go to the zoo.
Nah, that would be fun though.
I have been to the zoo. I'm not going to the zoo on the first date.
Just for
I don't know.
my indoor people, the aquarium.
For me, it's not.
It's shit in there that you never seen
Too
before.
stinky and too hot and sticky. Like, make the zoo.
I like the aquarium.
I'm an amusement
Aquarium, I would do aquarium. I think the zoo is just not. It doesn't give me romantic vibes. Like, it gives me real stinky, funky
aquarium.
vibes.
I want amusement park.
Amusement park is fun. That's romantic. A carnival.
But see, amusement park, I get real cute on first dates.
Yeah.
After I get off Nitro, I'm looking like
Your lashes.
Your lashes
all the way off.
like wigged and flew off on the joint at the bottom.
I like movies as a first date though. Y'all really bugging.
wait,
Yo, I like
just the movie.
Look.
Yeah, just put it up here.
No. Okay, it's a first date. Bro, you might not make it to a second date anyway. But look, we both might not make it. We both might not make it. We both might not make it. We both might. We both not.
I had to get my cut for that one.
So look, wait, if the movie's a first date, right? You could talk before the movie about what's going on, and then afterwards.
For 2 seconds.
No, it depends though. I mean, you just
Or you can watch the previews.
That's what I'm saying.
The previews like
15 minutes.
30.
That's if we get there on time.
15.
If we get there on time. So by the time you buy snacks and get your ticket,
Exactly.
We don't let you know previews.
Whatever
You get
time
your
it takes
kernels.
that the movie starts, that's really when the preview starts.
But that's only like 15
You
minutes.
never get there on time.
It's
I
not
never
a
watch a half hour.
Out of the last like 15 times you went to the movies, how many times did you get there? Like
Right,
when the previews
on
was
time.
on?
Exactly.
Never.
I get there.
Alright, that's all I'm
Look.
Yo, if someone told me to come to the movies with them and we was watching the previews, I'd really be like, damn. You ain't right.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
That didn't happen.
Because it's dark and we can't even talk.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck?
I've been with my family sometimes though. That's different.
Yo, Nate.
That's not the same, Nate.
See, hold on. The
This
movie.
is the shit I'm talking about.
Right.
This is what we addressed before the live started, bro.
Let me call him out. Don't do
This is
that,
what
man.
we addressed.
Don't do that, my boy. Don't do that, my boy. He good. My boy
We're
good.
talking about.
We have a question. We have a question.
Some people have family
Look
dates.
at the camera.
Family dates.
The movie
My boy good.
can be mad interesting.
Hey yo, chill on.
Yo.
What's the question?
How many views?
Oh yeah. So it says 6. why people always fuck with you when you up, but be nowhere to be found when you low?
Who like doing around with old people though?
Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all
You
on.
want to know why?
You attract more when you hot and you up anyway. Who wants you to be around?
Period.
It's the one. It's the one. It's the one.
Period. That's it.
I think it depends on the person's confidence level at the time too.
Kelsey been like
Yeah,
this
that's
since
what
you
I'm saying
got
though.
here.
If you're an overall confident person, you feel me, whether it's down or up, you'll be alright.
Yeah.
But if your confidence
This
is
is
low
how
when you
we-
low, and then when you high, you get up there, you got money now, you start acting different, then you gonna attract more shit. But
You
if
can't even attract
But
people.
why are we talking about
If you
high
keep-
and low? Like, are we just talking about money? Like, when you
I think
No,
in
just
general,
like just overall.
money
Maybe
too.
in like
It's
stature.
all about your
Yeah.
confidence.
Stature,
Y'all ever
money,
seen the movie
popularity.
Acrimony?
Acrimony?
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a whole.
And he
nah.
did her dirty.
Oh yeah,
That's a whole different thing.
Right, I'm
Cause
like,
that movie gets me tight.
He
tried to play
I don't
She
know.
tried to play her
I
out.
feel like she was wrong.
She was holding that nigga.
He didn't try to commit murder. He didn't
might
drive
have
it.
watched
Holding him
Nah.
down for
Hey,
damn
We
hey,
might have to watch that
hey,
movie.
hey, if
We might have to watch
if-
that movie.
It's a thriller.
if I cheat,
It
we
is.
definitely gotta watch
We
it.
gotta watch that because and we gonna
It's gonna be a
dissect
great
every
topic.
scene.
We're gonna dissect it.
But
Yeah,
like,
I'll watch it. I
We
never
gonna
seen
be like
it.
pause, play.
You never seen
I never
it?
seen it.
it says, so why people fuck with you? And it depends on the people that you have around you too. If you have shiesty people around you, of course they're not gonna fuck with you when you low. But where's the people that you're venting to at your low? Are they still with you when you're at your high too?
Yep.
That's what really matters.
Are they
Like,
even paying attention?
and sometimes people don't even have the time or the energy to focus on you when you're low because they be low too. Like if
Exactly.
somebody else is low, how they gonna bring you up?
Exactly.
I'm not about to be a mat for somebody if I'm already low. I'm already on the floor, my guy. Maybe if I was a step, yeah, I'll help you up. But
Someone said because motherfuckers be really low wishing on your downfall.
Oh, that's a
When
fact.
you, when you up giving
Me
off
too.
all negativity and bad vibes, so when you really fall down, they watching from a distance and they happy you failing.
It's also
Yeah,
a
that's
difference,
a fact.
like
I ain't
high
never
and
seen
low.
that.
High
That's
and low,
true, but-
like, are they saying, like you said, are they talking like, if you mean
it's different
anything
for
like
different people,
financially
right.
or like mentally?
mean
I think it's just
both,
life. I'm
because,
just
like-
taking it as in life.
Because like
because
I'm looking
money
at it
not
like
everything.
mentally,
Right.
and when you're mentally low, it's hard to like be there for people when they're mentally low because it's a completely subjective thing a lot of the time. And like,
I know what you mean.
even if you're in a low place financially, you can still be high
That's
mentally.
what G was
I'm about to
Yeah,
say,
like he
and
was
vice
saying.
versa. You know,
So
billionaires with
yeah,
low.
yeah, vice versa. So like that
Which is
I
sad,
had
sad
to
and
I had to
lonely.
know like
It's
exactly what they're
different,
asking.
yeah.
Yeah, it's different because being low, being with people not being there when you're low financially, that yeah.
That's
yeah,
just someone who's shiesty. But sometimes,
Yeah,
what can I
exactly.
do for you if you're depressed? I can't.
Yeah, like if
drag
I'm
out
giving you
that
my
whole,
all and you're
like-
low and I can't like it's
I
not
can't say
working
that.
and I'm giving you all my efforts.
So then how come when I'm
What's
up
up,
now, then
Chantel?
you got all this energy? If you still low and I'm up,
Chantel, pop.
why is it still like why
Now I'm
upset now
trying
you
to
got
feed off
energy?
Now I'm trying to just feed off your energy.
Exactly. It's you
Some
ride
people-
it.
Yeah, I'm like, it's
It's the
just,
same thing.
You always
It's a
look.
give
I mean,
and
you
take,
look
too.
out, but you can only do so much. You know.
and then sometimes you gotta reevaluate yourself too, because who are you there for, and at what
Facts.
time? Because if you're there for people only in their highs and you're not there for their lows, why would you expect for them to be there any other time?
and it's
Like-
like we grow as we change. Like as we get older, like we're growing, not just like mentally, financially.
Yeah.
And sometimes
Relationships change. Like we
About-
could have been like the best of friends, and we was really holding each other down. And now, like 5 years later, it's not like that. And it doesn't have to be like beef. It's just,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
It's
there
just
no
they
more.
just
Yeah,
focus
nah,
on
facts.
the
Right, it's just,
independent.
things change.
Exactly.
And you can still support me from afar.
Right,
That
like,
doesn't mean,
I still
that
hope
doesn't
the
mean
best
that you're
for
like
you.
dick riding or
Right.
anything like
I
that.
hope the best for you,
Yeah.
but like.
But even still, that's different. At least you know that that's a friend you could reach out to if shit was going bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, at least you could. Like, y'all probably separated because y'all are on your own self-sufficient paths. But at the end of the day, if some shit go on, like some crazy news come to your phone, you would call, you would hope to call that person and they be able to answer, you know, or just fill them in with a text or whatever the case may be. But they're still going to be there.
Yeah, that's them being there for you when you're down.
Exactly. Exactly.
Definitely. So yeah.
But some people look at it like, oh, well, we fell out. We don't even talk like that. Like, you feel me? Shit has changed
Shit
now.
rock.
Yeah, never
No.
like that, man. If we was friends. If
Yeah,
was
we friends, we
it should never
friends.
be
was
like
really
that.
friends.
If we was
Yeah,
really
you was
friends,
really friends.
I don't care if I had to talk to you in 5 years. Like,
Literally.
Like,
Yeah,
it shouldn't even
it'd
be
be
like,
like no time has passed.
Yeah, it shouldn't
As
even be like that.
it should be, as it should be.
Are there any
Find
more
some
topics?
real
Well
ones.
said. Well said. I like that.
Yeah. If it was really friends.
I don't know how deep y'all want to get.
Damn, what the hell? That fish was lit as hell. You seen that, bro?
Well,
Trying to go
he-
backflip in the goddamn tank.
Too much to like
You
that
see that
answer.
shit?
I heard it, but I didn't see
He
it.
always try to get out.
Niggas
My
sucking
boy
that
Scruffles.
wall.
No, deadass, you see that?
Scruffle. What the fuck, man?
Nobody heard Kelsey. Nobody heard Kelsey.
No, we all heard it.
Did y'all hear Kelsey? I hope y'all didn't hear Kelsey.
What she say?
Oh my
Thinking
God.
about
No,
sucking it.
Not right now. Not right now.
Yo, we gonna end the live right here.
We got to.
Y'all about to give me
Nah, G, he
Just
said.
look what the fish is doing.
Oh.
We gonna end the live right here. short because it's family time. So, thank y'all for tuning out. Y'all gotta introduce yourselves real quick.
Oh.
Yo.
Hey, yo, man, follow me on the gram at Drew_97_.
You heard it, right? Go ahead, Nate. Turn around.
No.
Do yours, Nate.
No, y'all go in a circle.
Nah,
yo, I'm Nate.
Alright, so this is how we gonna do it. Right?
As soon as every time Nate go, somebody interrupts him.
Y'all can just find
every
me.
time
I
he
didn't
wins.
even hear. Go ahead, Nate. Go ahead.
Y'all can find me. Y'all can just find me, yo. My name's Nate. You feel me? Follow me at that boy nasty. You feel me? _DATBOUL, and then you know the rest. You feel me? Underscore.
Know the vibes.
And then I'm gonna pass that thing to the right.
Monty.
Oh, I'm Monty. Hi, and my ad name is Monty.Monet. Follow me.
Oh, my name is Gerard. Follow me. Nah, I'm lit right now. But look, you can follow me at Big.RARD. You can just call me a street therapist. Looking out for the attention,
Gigi.
You feel me? Your boy at Ken Swag, CMSWAGDER. You feel me?
On all platforms.
On all platforms. CAMSWAGGGGED. Get it right. You feel me?
Cam
Let's
Swag.
go. 3 of them things.
Kelly Belly.
What's good? I'm Miss Kellyanne. MSKELYANN28.
That's a fake page.
Why did you do that?
It is.
I'm just playing.
That's not a fake page.
I'm just kidding.
Follow me, you feel me? And it's What's Up Wednesday.
Drew, you gonna do it again or not?
Alright. Follow me at Drew DREW_97_. You heard me that time?
Jern.
There
Raya.
They can't even see me.
Alright, y'all. So it's another Wednesday, back at it again. You know, we here with the fam or whatever. This is fam, y'all. So y'all know what we do.
Cheers.
Well, y'all don't know what we do because this is VIP. So VIP only. Cheers to the night because it was beautiful and it's about to go on. So we'll see y'all later. It's Wednesday. We going to turn up afterwards. The after party starts now. Okay. Bye, y'all.
Might see y'all later, yo.
Who you see later, Nate?
We're spin the block on them. Me and Nate. We're spin the block on them.
Spin the block.
Yeah, Liddy.